Okay, so like you see here, got the SSR door opened up. I'm heading into the realm of rattles of the door. I've heard I've seen a lot of things posted about door rattles. And yeah, I've got them. So I listen to music with a little bit of bass, and those Bose speakers drive enough of that bass that it creates rattles. And I heard a lot of talk about the door latch rattle, and it does. I narrowed it down to this is definitely causing my rattle pains. So what I'm going to do is, what I've already kind of started to do, is I'm going to go ahead and support this with a little foam tape, which is what I've got here. Seems to be just about the right height. I'm going to just stick it down. Betty's sound. What is it, Bets? Oh, jeez. She's watching them all. Anyway, I'm going to cut a little piece of this off because it seems to fit right up underneath there pretty well. Hold that piece in place. So I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to make sure that I polish this rod up. Polish your rod there. I got to polish this out. I did a little steel wooling, as you can see by the rust. That was from me. Got to clean that up. And I used a little wet dry on the back end of that to make it really slippery. So I'm going to clean this all up. I'm going to stick that piece of foam tape on there. Basically, it's just an insulating foam that I bought off Amazon. And I'll put a little dielectric grease probably on this, on the back side of it, so it slips and doesn't wear the rubber too badly. That's why I wanted to get that metal polished. So in any event, we'll see how it works. Okay, a couple things I've found. This does work really well. This piece of rubber insulator ribbon. I cut a piece off, put some, actually I didn't have dielectric grease, but I had some like gel coat grease for pools. Pool and spa lube, this is what you use on O-rings and stuff. Like when I change my strainer basket, there's a big O-ring that always pops off. So I use it on that because it works good. And it's a nice smooth lubricant. This is all polished now. This works really well. And I noticed another notorious vibrating dude. These little things that clip on from the inside of the door and hold this in place. And you know, it allows obviously allows this to move forward and back, but with a good bass beat coming out of those bows, you know what that sounds like. This thing, I'll clip this on to show you. But this thing, these are super loose in there and rattle, and this part is worn out and rattles too. So the solution I came up with, and I'll try this and see how it goes, is to take those off. There was one here and there was one here. I took another piece of this stuff and I put it on the inside. I haven't lubricated it yet, but it's glued, it's stuck in about here so that rod that runs through here is right in the middle, like this is, of the rubber. So I'll lubricate that. But this is like, no way, no noise. I mean, it's just really grabbed a hold of that rod and stopped that. So we'll let you know how it goes from here. There are other things that vibrate. I noticed that this electric motor for the window has some vibration. You can grab it and pull or push on it, and you can do all kinds of other things in here to make other things vibrate, like these little clips. These vibrate too, that hold that cable. This clip came loose, it was vibrating. I've got to re-tape that to this bracket to hold that harness in place. But just a lot of other little things. I checked for loose bolts. This is still pretty tight in here. Check for loose bolts and different things. Obviously the lock, this thing will vibrate too, but once it's in the door and this is held up against it, it really doesn't have much of a chance to vibrate when that bass hits. It's so far back in the door, so I don't really think it's a big deal. But this little dude, wow, what a noisemaker, something else. So anyway, I'll let you know how it goes. I've got some edge sealant I'll use on this to put that back and attach it so we don't get water down in the door panel. So anyway, I'll see how it goes and let you know. Those little foam blocks really held that door handle rod in place. This is one of the best things I've done just to kind of limit the noise that these doors make, but they close so solid now without that rattle. It just doesn't sound like a Nissan pickup from the 70s. Anyway, super, super nice. And I still get vibration. I've got like really amped up music with a lot of bass in it. So if I crank it going down the freeway, I'm gonna hear a few rattles and buzzes, but it's nothing like it was. It's completely changed. So yeah, I'm happy with the result of using that foam strip. That really helped. So if you're facing, having problems with vibration stuff, that seems to be the trick from what I'd read. That was my solution to it anyway. I hope it works for you. See ya.